Hello and welcome back. So last time we were discussing about Laplace transform. We did the definition. We saw that the origin of Laplace transform is from power series, and we calculated the Laplace transform for some constant valued functions. Today we will just deal with some more important functions, some more complex functions, and how we can find out the Laplace transform of those functions. So the number one function on our target today is ft is equals to, let's say, some e to the power at. So it's an exponential function, and I'm having e to the power at as a function, and I have to take Laplace transform of it. Go by definition. What is the definition of Laplace transform? Integrate from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st, put ft, then write dt, and you calculate it. So actually in our case we just have to do this: 0 to infinity e to the power minus st. In place of ft, what do I have to write now? In place of ft, I just have to write e to the power at dt. That's it. Now I can write, using properties of exponential function, 0 to infinity e to the power minus of s minus a into t dt. I hope you all will agree, because there is a positive a over there. In order to make it positive a, I can write negative sign common outside, and that's fine. Okay. And now if you consider that instead of having e to the power minus st dt, this whole thing becomes something as if I have shifted on e to the power s. Instead of having e to the power s over here, I've got e to the power s minus a, minus of s minus a into t. So this is nothing but equals to 1 upon s minus a. By the same logic, we calculated Laplace transform of 1. Okay. By the same logic, we calculated Laplace transform of 1. That's it. So you now know how to calculate Laplace transform of e to the power at. So actually Laplace transform of e to the power at is nothing but equals to 1 upon s minus a. 1 upon s minus a. So it is something as if I was taking Laplace transform of e to the power at dot 1, because it was multiplied with 1, it becomes equals to 1 upon s minus a. In fact, this is true in general, that if you have a function, any function ft, if you multiply it with at, okay, you have a function ft, you multiply it with at, and then take it Laplace transform of it. Then take the Laplace transform of it. Then what you will get is, instead of getting fs, you will get fs minus a, provided that the Laplace transform of ft was equals to fs. Okay? The Laplace transform of fst was equals to fx. Fine. So this is called as the shifting on s-axis theorem. Shifting on s-axis theorem. Why I'm saying this, or how I can say that, is because of this particular thing. It is nothing but e to the power at and ft, and I have to take Laplace transform of this particular thing. Let me just use this portion. So we have Laplace transform of e to the power at and a function ft. Fine. It means by definition I have to take from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st, and this whole is a function now, e to the power at ft dt. So now I can write this is nothing but equals to e to the power minus s minus a ft, of course a t over there, and dt. Now if you go by the definition of e to the power minus st ft dt was equals to fs. So actually whatever is over here, इस चीज का फंक्शन बन जाएगा आपका. So instead of having a function in s, you will get f of s minus a, and this is called as shifting on s axis. Shifting on s axis theorem. Fine. You got to know something. It is called a shifting on s axis theorem. Fine. So you learn two things in one go. First is, what is the Laplace transform of e to the power at. a को 1 ले लीजिए तो it will become nothing but 1 upon s minus 1. बट e to the power at के लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म 1 upon s minus a होता है. दूसरी चीज आपने ये सीखी कि कोई फंक्शन है ft जिसका कि लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म fs है, लेकिन आपने क्या किया, उस ft को e to the power t से मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद उसका लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म लिया, देन इट वुड बी fs minus a instead of having just fs. So you learn two things. Okay. Now we will utilize these concepts in order to calculate Laplace transform of cos at. Laplace transform of cos at. Remember that you can write cos and sine functions using Euler's identity in terms of exponential functions. So let us take a quick recap. You have e to the power iota at can be written as cos at plus iota sine at. Right? You can write it like this. And e to the power minus iota at can be written as cos at minus iota sine at. If you take difference of the two, so if you calculate e to the power plus iota at, and let us first take the sum of the two, plus e to the power minus iota at. So what will happen when in दोनों को add करना है तो it would become e to the power plus iota at plus e to the power minus iota at is equals to 2 cos at, and this would have got cancelled. So you can write cos at as e to the power I at plus e to the power minus I at divided by 2. Fine. So you can write cos at as e to the power I at plus e to the power minus I at by 2. So instead of just saying take Laplace transform of this, we can take Laplace transform of e to the power iota at plus e to the power minus iota at by 2. Now, in order to solve this, apply a property we already learned in the first class of Laplace transform, that is linearity. So I can write this particular thing as, if I can solve, like first I can write this as e to the power iota at upon 2 plus e to the power minus iota at upon 2, and in this way I can take 2 outside. I can write simply that this is nothing but equals to 1 upon 2 Laplace transform of e to the power iota at plus 1 upon 2 Laplace transform of e to the power minus iota at. Okay. Now you know the Laplace transform of e to the power at क्या होता है? We just did. Laplace transform of e to the power at is 1 upon s minus a. Okay. अब यहाँ पर instead of having at we have iota a. So यहाँ पे क्या change आ जाना चाहिए? You just have to write, instead of a you have to write ia. So for this thing, that is Laplace transform of e to the power iota at will be equals to 1 upon s minus iota a. Laplace transform of e to the power minus iota at will be equals to 1 upon s minus का plus हो जाएगा iota. ठीक है? This thing will happen, and you have to just use these two, put in the value over there, and you will get the Laplace transform of cos at. Fine. So let us do that. So it is 1 by 2 multiplied by Laplace transform of e to the power iota at अभी आपने निकाला, it is s minus iota a plus 1 by 2 Laplace transform of e to the power minus iota at अभी आपने बताया 1 upon s plus iota a. So here you can take half common, and then you will be left with 1 upon s minus iota a plus 1 upon s plus iota a. ठीक है, ये आया. अब यहाँ पे इसे सॉल्व कर लीजिए. So continued from last page like this one. यहाँ से अगर सॉल्व करेंगे तो Laplace transform of cos at हम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं. We will get half of, you can take the LCM, a plus b a minus b becomes nothing but a square minus b square minus iota a का whole square. Okay, a square minus b square, ये हो जाएगा s plus iota a plus s minus iota a. When you will take LCM and just try to solve it, प्लस आयोटा ए माइनस आयोटा ए कैंसिल हो गया, ये हो जाएगा आपका 2s अपॉन 2. नाउ यू सी एस स्क्वायर माइनस ऑफ आयोटा स्क्वायर एक और नेगेटिव साइन देगा, इट वुड बिकम प्लस. 2 से 2 कैंसिल. तो एक्चुअली cos at का लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म होता है s अपॉन s स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर. cos at का लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म होता है s अपॉन s स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर. s अपॉन s स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर. ठीक है. इसी तरीके से यू कैन कैलकुलेट व्हाट इज गोइंग टू बी द लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ sin at. Then you will use the term like from this argument itself, yahan se hi you can write sin at can be written as e to the power I at minus e to the power minus I at divided by twice of I. So instead of having 2, we have now 2I. So actually Laplace transform of sin at is nothing but Laplace transform of e to the power I at minus e to the power minus I at upon 2I. Then you just have to solve this. So let me just take 2I common outside, and then you have to take Laplace transform of e to the power iota at minus e to the power minus iota at. Fine. You can just put in the values from this place over there. So let us do that. So we have Laplace transform of sine at is going to be equals to what? 1 upon 2I bracket. What is the Laplace transform of iota at? 1 upon s minus ia minus Laplace transform of minus iota at 1 upon s plus ia. When you will solve it, you will get 1 upon 2I bracket s square minus iota a का whole square s plus iota a minus s minus iota a. So it would be minus minus plus, so minus s plus iota a, okay, when you would solve this. So this becomes equals to 1 upon 2I. This is again s square plus a square. यहाँ s से s cancel, it will become 2ai. फिर ये I से I cancel, 2 से 2 cancel. It becomes a upon s square plus a square. So this is Laplace transform of sine at. So you got to know two different things. That Laplace transform of cos at is s upon s square plus a square, and Laplace transform of sine at is a upon s square plus a square. You see it is coming out to be some algebraic function in S. Done? Fine. So yeah, so as of now, you understand what is Laplace transform of cos function, what is Laplace transform of sine function, and I think I will keep this video just short only. From next lecture or the next part, we will consider Laplace transform of the algebraic functions or algebraic powers of t itself. Till then, thanks so much, all of you. Do a good revision. In case of any doubt and query, please ping me.